Hi, my name is Shelby and I'm the filmmaker of all of these foster care and adoption films on this YouTube channel. This past fall, another adoptee, Veronica, reached out to me about creating a book comprised of adoptee reflections. And when she approached me about this, I felt like this was definitely a project that I wanted to be a part of. I wanted to help elevate the adoptee voice. And so once we decided to do this project together, we started reaching out on social media, asking adoptees in different foster care and adoption support groups to submit a reflection about what adoption means to them. And over the course of several months, we received almost 50 reflections from adoptees. And we are thrilled that our book, Rooted in Adoption, a collection of adoptee reflections, is being released today. This past month, Veronica and I decided to do a book giveaway where we asked adoptees to submit a creative piece about what adoption means. And we would randomly select the 2 winners where we would give them a signed copy of the book. We thought this might be a good idea for some of us to try and tap into our creative side while so many of us are staying home due to this very scary global pandemic that we're trying to all get through. And so since I'm a filmmaker and I'm also trying to stay busy while I am unemployed due to COVID-19 and keep my mind off of things, I decided that I would put together a video montage of all of the beautiful pieces that were submitted for the book giveaway. And so before I go ahead and announce the winners of this book giveaway, I'll go ahead and share this video that I put together. I hope you all enjoy.
What I like about adoption, that I have 2 moms and 2 dads and a big family that loves me. What I don't like about adoption is where my birth mom lives very far away in Texas. My insides feel complicated too.
Birth mother, you taught me lots about the earth and how we need each other. Birth mother, birth father, I learned a lot about who I am from talking to the others. Birth father, pictures say 1,000 words, but none of them could stand where you stood and get it right. 'Cause they weren't there that night, the night your life was changed and time stood still, an empty life filled with a little girl to share it with, but not for hers is. Birth mother, little girl, run wild and free and promise me you won't look back. And please know that, little girl, I hope you lust for more and remember you are the world. Don't give up, girl. Pictures say 1,000 words, but none of them could stand where you stood and get it right. 'Cause they weren't there that night. You gave her life when yours would take a turn. I wish you knew that someday she would return to hold you close. And heaven only knows why that little barefooted, brown-eyed little girl needed so soon to join your little world and grow you up. Thanks for not giving up, little girl.
Hi, I'm Madeline May Ross, and this is my piece, Undefined. I'm adopted. I'm not rescued, saved, unwanted. I'm a girl. I'm not damaged, simple, worthless. I'm Chinese. I'm not a math machine, a sex object, a virus. These characteristics are all part of my identity. They all carry connotations, often spread by people who cannot personally identify with the category themselves or who don't have the compassion to try to understand those who do. And that's so silly, so foolish, because nobody ever fills the full significance of their labels. I will never be fully Chinese. I'm more of a tomboy than a girly girl. And as much as I've been adopted, I've also adopted others. I embraced my family as much as they embraced me. I have the appetite of my Italian grandmother and the impassioned work ethic of my German-Italian mother. My sure sense of self stems from the fact that my roots lead back to strong women. When I was younger, I hated being how I was, always misunderstood. With my Caucasian friends, I was too Asian to pull off the dress-up costumes or celebrity look-alike games. In Asian groups, I was way, way too white. I had no pop culture references. I didn't understand the finer minutiae about cooking ramen that didn't come from a package. I wasn't girly enough to enjoy doing my hair and going shopping, and not athletic enough to really run with the guys. In university, I had the opportunity to skip some of the introductory classes. I didn't think it would change much, but for students in my year, I was too advanced or too busy. With the older students, I was seen as too young, too naive to the thrills college life had to offer. I never seemed to be able to ride the current at the right pace, find my niche, or match with a group who understood my nuances and moods. Being adopted always means being somewhere in between. I'm learning to be content with that. I am different, sometimes lonely. I'm reassured by humoring the idea that this is a relatable state of being. I'm compassionate but not impressionable. I love when others want to teach me but not change me. I enjoy sharing interests with people and finding genuine connection through expanding each other's global perspective. Throughout my life, I have surrounded myself with friends from a variety of cultural backgrounds. I like to think that maybe I was Daisy in another life. I could say I've adopted a bit of their culture, but they can as easily say they've adopted me. I'm adopted. Over and over again, I have been adopted. I do not fully belong to anyone, and yet everyone I've connected with holds a piece of me. I'm a girl. I'm Chinese. I'm American. I'm kind. I'm proud. I'm grateful. I'm true. I'm curious. I'm hopeful. I'm accepted. I'm adopted.
Veronica and I are excited to announce the winners of the book giveaway are David, Lynch, and Ava Choi. And we ask that you both just email us your address to rootedinadoption@gmail.com and we will send you a signed copy of the book. And before I close, I just wanted to share a few reviews that we've received so far for Rooted in Adoption. Veronica and I were so moved by this incredible in-depth review that I Am Adopted did for us. You can read her full review on her website, I Am Adopted. And I just wanted to read a little bit of what she wrote. Rooted in Adoption has earned a place in my heart as one of my favorite reads. It is a book that every adoptee, adoptive and birth parents, especially prospective adoptive parents, and adoption and mental health professionals need to read and keep on their shelf. As an adoptee, this is a book that I will pick up time and time again when I need to feel less alone, comforted, and heard. And I wanted to share a review by someone that is not actually directly impacted by adoption, but is a music teacher. And we were so grateful that she took the time to read our book. And this is what she said. They have opened a precious portal to understanding for those of us who have little to no experience with adoption. We are met with children and adults of many ages, ethnicities, and backgrounds who are willing to share their thoughts, feelings, and personal accounts. While this is a must-read for anyone considering adopting or fostering, I find it equally as important a read for any of us, as every story is a reminder to be kind and compassionate to all. Veronica and I want to send out a huge thank you to each and every adoptee that came forward and shared their story with us so that we could make this book a reality. We also want to thank Jules Alvarado for writing the foreword to our book. We love you and we thank you so much for all the work you do for adoptees and in the field of trauma. We want to thank all of you for supporting our work by buying our book. You can buy the book at BookBaby, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and various ebook sites. And We just hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy right now, and that all your loved ones are also. And then I will end with the last few lines from Jules Alvarado. Adoption is a lifelong journey for all involved. Listening to the adoptee is the most powerful and healing medicine that we might offer. Just listen, be quiet, still, and attentive. Listen for them, but also for you. Please listen.